Chapter 20, Mishnah 2. The Mishnah discusses whether another type of leather object is subject to tumas midras. A bagpipe, a musical instrument made of a leather bag, is tahor from midras because people do not sit or lie on it. The Mishnah discusses whether certain bowls are subject to midras. A bowl of pisonos, a large bowl used to carry rocks and clumps of earth to a construction site, is the subject of a dispute. Beis Shammai say that it can become tame with midras because construction workers often sit on these bowls while they are being carried to a work site. But Beis Hillel say that it can become tame only with corpse tuma, but not with midras. Although construction workers sit on these bowls, other people do not. And the law of midras depends on what most people do. Since most people do not use these bowls as seats, they are subject to midras. A large wooden kneeling bowl, which can hold between 2 logs and 9 calves, that became cracked, can become tame through midras. Although kneading bowls are not used to sit or lie on, if such a bowl cracks, it can no longer be used for kneading, and instead is used as a seat. Accordingly, it is subject to midras. If someone left the cracked bowl in the rain and the wood of the bowl swelled so that the crack closed up, the bowl can become tame with corpse tuma but not with midras, because now that the crack closed up, the bowl is once again used for kneading and not for sitting. If someone later placed the bowl outside on a hot day in a warm easterly wind, and the wood dried and cracked again, that is, the wood shrank in the heat and the crack reappeared, the bowl is once again subject to midras. Now that it is cracked, it can no longer be used as a kneading bowl and is used as a seat. The Mishnah comments about the above law. This is a way in which the broken pieces of a wooden kli are treated more strictly than the original kli. The original kneading bowl is not subject to midras, but once it develops a crack, it is subject to midras. The Mishnah mentions another instance in which a broken kli is treated more strictly than the original kli. And the broken pieces of wicker Keilim are treated more strictly than the original kli in the following way. When they are first made, wicker Keilim cannot become tame until their upper rims are completed, because it is only at that point that the kli is considered finished. However, once their upper rims are completed, even if their rims fall away, and even if part of their walls also falls away, as long as any part of the walls remain, the wicker kli is able to become tame. This is because once a kli is complete, it remains subject to tuma as long as it has some sort of function. And as long as any part of the wall remains, it can still function as somewhat of a container. Thus, the broken pieces of a wicker basket are treated more strictly than an unbroken basket. The broken basket can become tame even if it contains only part of a wall, while an unbroken basket cannot become tame unless it is complete with a rim.